way dizzy from that, actually. Oh my god.
Honestly, I kind of I don't know what I'm about to film right now, to be honest. Let me think on that for a second. Let me think. Okay, I decided what I'm gonna film. I am gonna film yet another haul. You can fight me, I know. Capitalism has me in a hold. Like, that's all I can say. But this one is valid because over winter break, when I wasn't posting, I wasn't dead, guys. I was in Disney, which, you know, kind of is equivalent to death over the holidays, considering it's so crowded, it's so expensive, everyone around you's low-key smelly from walking around in the parks all day.
It was a lot. Like,
to just sum up my trip, we left a day early. It was like, I looked up on the app, I was like, oh my god, like, do we really have to leave tomorrow? And then I was like, please be a flight tonight. And there was. So fate was like, get out. You gotta leave the state of Florida because it is slowly killing you, which is true. And if you live in Florida,
honestly, you probably think it's true too, so.
What to eat, you know, I don't know. But I did buy quite a few things.
And it was really expensive, actually. Like, you probably could have found this stuff on AliExpress, to be honest.
But
guess what? That's not fun. You have to buy it in the parks when you're there.
So I'm just gonna show you guys what I got. Actually, there's a funny story that goes along with this too. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna show you what I got in the Japan pavilion. So basically in Epcot, you kind of cosplay being in Japan. They're like, ooh, you know, you're in Japan. And they have a whole like Tokyo kind of store thing. Is it extremely overpriced? Yes. Every single item I probably could get from AliExpress, but in the moment, I just needed to buy. So I got this little fan thing. It's so cute though, like come on now. I think they had a Totoro one too. But this one is just better. I'm sorry. Oh my god, my fan's on. That's so annoying. This is the only fan I need. I don't need that thing on because it's very annoying actually. So I'm sorry about that. I think, honestly, I think this was like $6. So $6 for this, you might be thinking, girl, you're an idiot. But to be honest, that was one of the cheapest things in the store. So yes, we got this. The next thing I got was this little blind box.
Stop focusing on me!
I got this little blind box Totoro. There was like different options. I threw out the box, so I really don't know. But I got the one with the little umbrella. This was like $19. So again, this was very expensive for a little figurine. However, it's fun and it's very cute. Like, come on, I had to get it. There was so much stuff that I didn't know what to choose, so I went with my instinct.
And I went with the mystery box because I love mystery boxes. If anyone wants to send me a mystery box, send it to me unless it's a bomb. But like, I love mystery boxes.
Then I low-key don't want to grab it right now because I just put it up there. But I'll show you like footage in a second of it. I got the like Ponyo Studio Ghibli Japanese art book. And I think that was like $30, I want to say. So like that's, again, still very expensive, but it's about like the same, I feel like, what I would pay at other stores for it. So I was like, whatever. It's on my bookshelf right now, so I'll show you that in a second. You're probably seeing it right now, but you know, whatever. It was really cute. I didn't know what to get, and that was the last one. So I was like, ooh, it's sparse. Grab, you know. So I just got those 3 items. And And then I got a couple of little doodads throughout the parks that I'll show you. So first in Epcot, I went right to the Ratatouille ride and got this little like Remy ear thing. I love Ratatouille. Like,
I actually forgot, but I have a Ratatouille poster in my closet. Like, I'm a closeted fan of Ratatouille. Like, it's kind of weird.
but like I love that movie so much. It's so funny. So I had to get the ears, even though like these were like $30. Like I just like what? Like this is a little headband. It's actually insane how much these are.
But they're so cute. Like, it says little Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. Like,
I had to get it, and I think I had a gift card, and my grandma had a 1% off like coupon or something, or 10% off, whatever. So in my mind, it was a good deal. Whatever. Then this was a really good deal actually. So now this, I feel so bad actually, but I also don't. So this is a little Remy. This little Remy right here, this little Remy, one thing you don't know about Remy is he's also $30. So the ears are $30, this is $30. Now you might be thinking $30 for a little plush, like that's kind of dumb.
you're right. You're absolutely right.
It's supposed to sit on your little shoulder. It has a magnet on its little butt, and it comes with a little disc that, you know, you put under your shirt and then it sticks, whatever, so you walk around the park with Remy. Now, that's cute or whatever, but here's the thing, the magnet is not that strong. So this, like, I'll show you the other one. There's another one I have. It does not stick. It constantly falls off, and you're like, what the frick? Like, I paid $30 for this. So it's so easy to be walking around the park, bump into someone, this falls off, and like, you lose it. Now that's exactly what happened, but it didn't happen to me. It happened to someone else because I found this on the ground. So I feel so bad for them. Sucks to suck. Basically, we were in Animal Kingdom, and I was like, kind of like in a, what's the word? A bitchy bad mood because I
was hungry. I was tired. I was done. I didn't want to be there at that point.
But then my mom comes over and she just like silently hands this to me. And I'm like, girl, where'd you get this from? Like, what? It was a little dirty too. And she was like, oh, like it was on the trash can over there. In that moment, I didn't know what to say. I was like,
One, why was it on the trash can? It was just sitting on the trash can, like, very nicely. So what we assume is that it was on the ground somewhere and like someone picked it up and put it on the trash can for the person to find. But unfortunately, we found it before them and we took it.
now, if you call me a bad person for that,
No.
because they would not have come back for it. And two, I'm pretty sure if they show any like cast member who works at Disney that they lost it and showed them the receipt, they would get a new one. So it's kind of a win-win situation. They get a new one and I get their old one. But dang, that really does suck. And I know it fell off. I know for fact it fell off of their shoulder because there was no magnet with this. It was just the plush. So that kind of sucks, not gonna lie. There's probably a kid.
We were really thinking about that the whole day. Like, there's probably a little child like crying because their Remy is gone. And I'm like, you know,
When one child cries, a 20-year-old is very happy, you know? Whatever. I like Remy. What can I say? And I feel like I am an atheist, but God came down. He gave me that Remy doll. He gave it to me. And I had to take it. You know, my mom gave it to me. She's basically God in my mind. So I had to accept it. I couldn't decline, you know? That's just me, though. That's just me. Now, the last thing I got, I think, yes? The last thing that I got was a little baby Yoda doll. Now, here's the deal. I didn't know what Baby Yoda merch I wanted when I went into Disney, but I knew I was gonna get something. So naturally I went to Hollywood Studios. They have a little Star Wars land, right? Here's the kicker. We get in line for a ride that's literally like over a 2-hour wait. I was not about to wait for over 2 hours in that line. So I said to my family, hey,
you guys wait and I will go shopping and then come back, you know, and you can save my spot.
And just a disclaimer, I still waited like over an hour in line. But at the beginning I was like, no, I'm going shopping. I'm finding my little Baby Yoda plush because I might as well do it while you guys are waiting in line. Like, I could do it later, but like, what, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would rather like occupy my time elsewhere. So I went to every single, well, I went to what I thought was every single shop in the whole Star Wars land.
I did not see one Baby Yoda plush, one Baby Yoda merch.
I was like, what the frick? So then I had to go to all these like mommy blogger websites on my phone, searching like, where the frick do you get any Baby Yoda stuff? And then they were like, oh, you have to go all the way to the front of the park. So then I'm freaking walking like 20 minutes to the front because it's so freaking crowded, going to all the stores in the front. Finally, I like get to one of the last ones and I'm like, oh, I finally see like Baby Yoda.
And I was like kind of underwhelmed. I was like, oh, like they just had these really big ones and I was about to buy a really big one because I was like, well, that's the only cute thing there is. But then I spotted this little guy. And you might be thinking, what the frick is that? Well, this is another little... Sorry, I just squeezed it. It makes some noises. Yes. So, again, this is one of those little dumb little magnet things. This is literally the magnet they give you to stick under your shirt. So, like, Remy, I could still, like, stick under my shirt if I want it. But, so this is what it comes with. So, I saw this. Again, it was, like, 30 bucks. I had a gift card, though. And I was like, well, you know what? I'll just get this. Because it's kind of, like, it was cheaper than the one I was gonna get. And, like... It's still cute and whatever. I don't need a big plushie. My bed's already filled enough, as my family would say. So I went up to the register and I like meticulously picked my favorite little Yoda. Like I was like, oh, this is the one I want. And honestly, I think she must have been a little tired. Like, I'm being dead serious. I just wanted to like head back. I was kind of like done. Like I was like, okay, I got my plushie, I want to go. But she was trying to show me how to use little sounds. And I was like, okay, like pull the little switch on, right? Like pull the tester out. But then she kept thinking there was like an on-off button. So she was literally like doing surgery on my little Baby Yoda, trying to find it in the back. And I was kind of just like looking at her. Like in my head, I was thinking like, I don't think there's an on-off switch. Like I think like, it just, you squeeze it and it turns, you know what I'm saying? Like I was like, lady, I think we're on a wild goose chase here, you know? But I didn't want to disrespect her because she was a little old lady. I felt bad. She was being so nice and like quirky about it. I was like, let me just let her like do her thing.
So then my heart dropped because well, no.
Before my heart dropped, she was like, oh, this one might be defective. In my head, I knew it wasn't defective, but I was like, hey, maybe she'll give it to me for free and give me a little refund. She did not give it to me for free. Instead, she decided to put it to the side and grab a new one for me. And in that moment, I was very sad and my heart dropped because that was my favorite one I just picked out. And the one she picked out for me, I think had a little... There was something wrong with it. I'm looking at it now. It looks like perfectly fine. Oh, in the eyes, it kind of has a little like loose string. You can't really tell, but I was like, dang, I picked the perfect Baby Yoda and she gave me this one, which again, they look exactly the same, but also they don't look exactly the same. So I was just like, dang, that's kind of sad. Like, I just watched her put my Baby Yoda away and I was like, I feel so bad for it. Like, you know, whatever. I mean, that's it.
But yeah, she grabbed me a new one, and then she realized there was no on-off switch, and then she just gave me the new one. Then I had to walk back to the ride, and that's why I got this little thing. Then I'm trying to put it on my shirt. Turns out this magnet is kind of ass and doesn't really stick. So like anything thicker than a t-shirt, it's not really gonna work. And in that moment, I was like, frick Disney, I'm so done.
in conclusion, I do not want to go to Disney ever again. I am Disneyed out, and just to preface, I've been to Disney like probably 20 times in my life, so we'll say 10, actually probably 10 to 12, but I'm done. I'm Disneyed out. I said no more. So yeah, that's everything I got, and you would think from everything I got, this would be very cheap. This haul was not cheap. This haul was not cheap. Yeah, that's that. That's it. That's the video. I sold my soul to the mouse, and I regret it.